The next part I'd like to go over is the Part D drug coverage. A lot of you are familiar with the drug coverage, and the Part D drug coverage is not too different as far as understanding it compared to what you currently have. With the Part D drug coverage, you'll select a drug plan from a company. That company, they offer the prescriptions at a discounted copay. You can order a 30-day supply, you can order a 90-day supply with the Part D. When you order that 30-day supply or that 90-day supply, you pay a copay. Now let me ask you something. That copay that you pay to that pharmacy, is that copay the retail cost of that drug? It is not. So this is where I'd like to cover what is called the donut hole. The donut hole in this case is not a delicious pastry. The donut hole is where you have coverage up to certain levels. The first coverage level is called your initial coverage. You have a limit. There's a ceiling that you hit. That limit is $2,970. When your drug expenses reach $2,970, that is when you hit the donut hole. When you hit the donut hole, that is when you have limited coverage. Before we move on, I'd like to go over a little bit what gets you into the donut hole. Remember how I said when you pay that copay, is that the retail cost of that drug? And the answer is no. You pay a discounted copay because you have a drug plan. The retail cost of the drug is what gets you into the donut hole. So let's say, for example, that I am on Lipitor. Let's say my copay for Lipitor is $15. Let's say that the retail cost of Lipitor is $100. Is it my copay or is it the $100 that is counting towards the donut hole? Well, in this case, it's the retail cost. So if the retail cost of Lipitor is $100, it's the $100 that counts towards getting me into that donut hole, which limit is $2,970. Once I'm in the donut hole, I have limited coverage. I have to pay for 47.5% of my brand name drugs, and I have to pay for 79% of my generic drugs. To get out of the donut hole, I have to hit the limit of $4,750. Once I hit $4,750, then I hit what's called catastrophic coverage, and it's an easy ride. If I hit catastrophic coverage, then I only pay 5% for my prescription drugs, or I pay $2.65 for my generics, or $6.60 for my brand name drugs, whichever is a cheaper amount. I'd like to point out that a lot of you may be concerned that you will hit the donut hole. If that is a concern for you, that is what our benefit advisors are here for. If you have your prescriptions and you know what drugs and dosages you're taking, our benefit advisors can help estimate if you will hit the donut hole and what you would expect to pay if you hit that donut hole. Extend Health has a 3-step process to help you. The first process is education. The second step is evaluate and enroll, and the third step is manage. Education is a two-way street. We've done the research. We do Medicare on a day-to-day basis. We know the ins and outs of the industry, but what we do not know is what you specifically are looking for. What we do is we send out a Getting Started guide. The Getting Started guide is your way to educate Extend Health on who you are and what needs you have. The Getting Started guide is a pamphlet that we mail out that will ask you to gather certain information. The information we ask you to gather is your prescription drug information. With that, we'd like you to have the drug name, the dosage, and then how often you take that prescription. We'd also ask you to gather your Medicare card, that red, white, and blue card. From that, we'd like you to have your name on your Medicare card. We'd like you to have the Part A and Part B effective date, and we'd also like to have that claim number on there. Once you receive that Getting Started guide and you gather that information, we ask you to call Extend Health. This number is specifically for Bayer retirees. When you call that phone number, we ask you to provide us your prescription drug information and your Medicare card information, and then set up an appointment. Let me give you that phone number. This phone number is specifically for the Bayer retirees. It's toll-free. It's 888-812-2190. You'll receive a copy of this Getting Started guide, which will have that phone number in there. But again, that phone number is 888-812-2190. When you call this 888 number, you'll set up an appointment to have what we call your enrollment call. That enrollment call will be a day and a time that works best for you, that you know you're available, so that way you're not calling in and being put on hold. You can also go to our website, at www.extendhealth.com/Bayer. There's another key feature I'd like to point out. A lot of times people come up to me and say, Robert, I am so concerned because I have this condition, and I'm worried that if I change, if anything happens, that I will no longer be covered or they will increase my premium because of this condition. Well, because of this transition, because your group coverage is transitioning, you are guaranteed issue to get into any plan. There will be no penalties. You will not be held liable for any prior conditions that you've had. So whether you're completely 100% healthy or whether you have some chronic conditions or some issues, that will not affect the coverage choices or the prices for the plan options in your area. The next piece of information that we provide is the enrollment guide. The enrollment guide will come shortly after you receive the Getting Started guide. The enrollment guide will help you prepare for the enrollment call that you will have with the benefit advisor. The enrollment guide will have the differences between a Medicare Advantage and a Medigap plan, kind of like we just covered. Keep in mind, though, the enrollment guide will not have specific plan information in there. It will not have the plans in your area. It will not have the rates. That's why you talk to a benefit advisor, or that's why you have the tools for the online website. The enrollment guide will have an appointment confirmation letter in there for you. So when you call Extend Health and give the benefit advisor your prescription drug information, and when you provide them with your Medicare information, you set up an appointment for your enrollment call. You will receive a confirmation letter for that enrollment call in that guide, which will just confirm the day and the time. It will have a phone number in there in case you need to change that if it doesn't work out for you. For those of you that like to use the internet, we have our website for you. You can go online. We have some resources on there. We have what we call our prescription profiler, and we also have what we call a Help Me Choose option. The Help Me Choose option will help you distinguish if a Medicare Advantage or a Medigap may be the better direction. It will ask you about 5 to 6 different questions, and then it will help you decipher which direction may be the best direction for you. I would like to point out that please don't use that as your end result. Still consult with the benefit advisor. They might have feedback, and they might have insight that might not be provided with those questions that the website asks you. We also have the prescription profiler. If you'd like to get a jump start and get online and check out the prescription drug plans and get an estimate of what drug plans are available, you can go online, enter your prescription drug information, and use a prescription drug profiler. Please keep in mind that if you go online and you do that, if you see plans on there, those plans will be for 2012. These will not be 2013 rates. Medicare does not release the rates until October. So if you go online and you see the plans and the rates, those are only for this year, but they will not be for 2013. Those will not be released by Medicare until October. The best part about our website is that you don't have to use it. If you are not tech savvy, if you do not like going online, that is fine. Don't worry about it. Our benefit advisors have all these tools in front of them. They have the prescription profiler. They can help you decipher if a Medicare Advantage or a Medigap plan is a better direction for you. They can do this all for you over the telephone without you having to go online to our website. Our benefit advisors are 100% located within the United States. We have a service center in Richardson, Texas, and then we have a service center where I am. I'm in South Jordan, Utah. Our benefit advisors are your objective advocate. Their job is to make sure that you get put in the plan that is best for you. That's why we rely on you to educate us. They need to know the doctors you see, the prescriptions you take. How do you use your health insurance? Once they understand that, they can help you find the plan that is best for you. Our benefit advisors are neutrally compensated. They receive an hourly wage. To them, the important thing is that you go with the plan that is best for you. They don't have an incentive to put you in one company over a different company. Their pay is the same no matter which direction you go. Our benefit advisors have all gone through what we call Extend University. It's a 5-week intensive program where they learn more about Medicare than they've ever hoped to learn. Also, our benefit advisors have to be licensed and certified and appointed. What that means, if you talk to a benefit advisor, and that benefit advisor is in Utah, they have to be licensed in the state of Utah. Moreover, that benefit advisor has to be licensed in the state that you live in. The benefit advisor also has to be certified and appointed with the insurance companies. Last year I did about 60 different certifications with different insurance companies just to keep my certifications up to date. The average age of our benefit advisors is 43, so we have a little bit more of a seasoned workforce. And you can get a hold of our benefit advisors anytime 8 in the morning to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you missed that telephone number, the toll-free number is 888-812-2190. Let's say that you've gone through the process. You received that Getting Started guide. You called the 888 number and you gave the benefit advisor your prescription drug information and your Medicare information, and you set up an appointment for your enrollment call. When that enrollment call approaches, you don't have to do that alone if you don't feel comfortable being just one-on-one with that benefit advisor. You can have a neighbor, you can have a family member, a friend, you can have an attorney on that phone call with you if you don't feel comfortable being by yourself. Just make sure if you have someone else join you on that phone call that you mention it to the benefit advisor and that you give permission to the benefit advisor to talk to that person about your coverage. Once you've made your selection with the benefit advisor, the enrollment is done over the telephone. All enrollments are done over the telephone. You'll talk to the benefit advisors. They'll help you select a plan. They'll help you choose one that you feel confident and comfortable with. And once you make that selection, then you do the enrollment over the telephone right then and right there with the benefit advisor. 100% of the calls are recorded. That's for your safety and for our safety. So if anything is ever said and we need to verify it, we can go back and check that. Please make sure when you do call the benefit advisor, you do have your Medicare card available. We need to make sure that when we fill out that application over the telephone, the name on your application matches the name on your Medicare card. The plans in your area, they vary by the geography. It's typically decided by the zip code that you live in. To learn more about the plans, that's where you would need to contact the benefit advisor and consult with them. Their job is to make sure that you get put in the plan that is best for you. We rely on you to educate us and let us know what is best for you, and then from there we can help you make a choice and feel confident with that selection. Ultimately, the choice is yours, but you have a consultant, you have an objective advocate that will help you select a plan. Again, the hours of operation here at Extend Health are 8 in the morning to 9 p.m. at night. That's Eastern Standard Time. That phone number is 888-812-2190. That's a Bayer-specific phone line.